Hello, League City. I'm here with Shushil Kumar, who is the Public Information Officer, let me get this right, of the Office of Disaster Recovery and Resilience.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So Shushil and residents of League City and businesses, we have opened up a disaster recovery center here in League City. It's at 450 West Walker Street, which is right next to the Municipal Pool Complex. So Shushil, tell us, what is a disaster recovery center and who should be going there?
Residents, business owners, most profit nonprofits all can visit the Disaster Recovery Center. The mindset is a one-step shop to visit with FEMA, where they provide grant-based assistance, and then our program is for the low interest rate mindset. Interest rate is as low as 2.68% for a 30-year term, and that's simply because subsidized credit has been demonstrated of what type of recoveries post-disaster community can foresee. There was a study done by Temple University a few years back where they showcased our program and they talked about credit scores, what the functionality of subsidized credit was. They found that the community grew post-disaster with the use of subsidized credit. Now, what do I mean by subsidized credit? Bank loans are typically at prime plus, which is 8.25, 8.5 plus 2 or 3. In the case of businesses of all sizes, they're able to borrow money at 4% fixed. We're talking about nonprofits at 3.25. We're talking about 2.6% for residents and homeowners, right?
Okay.
So when your interest rates are half of what you're earning in your money markets right now, 5.3, 5.2, I've seen numbers anywhere, and you're borrowing at 2.6, suddenly the cost of borrowing is no longer an issue.
Well, what kind of things would you be borrowing for? And this is all as a result of Hurricane Beryl.
Correct. And basically what you'll be borrowing is for your personal contents, up to $100,000, including your automobiles. Now, if you were to go out...
So if you had a branch that fell on your, or tree that fell on your car, that qualifies?
Absolutely.
Okay.
If it falls on your car, on your home, one part of your house, along those lines. Depending on where you were for Beryl and the derecho winds earlier this year, we found that northern part of the state was mostly debris removal, trees falling. Other parts, we're talking about physical damages. So our program has the flexibility to capture different parts of the state needing the funds for different reasons. $100,000 for homeowners, for their personal property.
Does that include a roof? Does that include like a new roof on your home?
It's part of the $500,000. I was talking to a homeowner the other day. She said, my roof's going to cost about $35,000. What part do I fit into? And I said, homeowners, definitely. You can borrow money for your car, your sofa, your living room furniture, your bedroom furniture, your stuff, as the expression goes. So that's for the personal property side. But on the actual physical damages, including the tree coming through the building, including facade, fences, anything else.
Fences qualify.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
If it's on your property.
We had a lot of folks whose fences
Absolutely.
went down.
And again, the program is for the uninsured and the underinsured, Sarah. So basically what you can do is take that money and apply it towards the part that the insurance company didn't cover. So in other words, you file a claim for $100,000, insurance company says, I'm gonna only get you $70,000 because there's a thing called deductible and depreciation.
Right.
We will cover that $30,000 if you qualify for the loan.
Absolutely. Wonderful information. So is there any monetary aid in addition to loans for our residents or our business owners?
Our aid is very much in the form of loans, right? So when we first started talking, we talked about FEMA. They are very much a grants-based agency. The average grant is anywhere between $5,000 to $6,000 going back a decade.
Okay.
So their function in any given disaster is to put yourself as a homeowner or renter to put you back in a safe, secure, sanitary condition. They have no borrowings or grants for businesses whatsoever. So if you have a $5,000 grant that can fix all that ails you, you're in a first world situation.
Yeah.
A lot of folks have far greater amounts that they need assistance with. That's where we come in. And my tagline that I've used gratuitously is, we're the largest source of funds for property damaged properties post-disaster. We were requested by the state of Texas. Governor Abbott had requested aid from their federal partners, and they said, of course, we're going to be there alongside FEMA. So we have business recovery centers in Galveston Island, 2121 Market Street, and then we have a DRC, which is co-located with FEMA here in Walker Street.
So tell me the hours and the days of the week.
8 to 6, Monday through Saturday. Please don't wait for your insurance settlement. Come see us. No fees, no points, no closing costs. Some of the benefits that a lot of folks don't know about our program is we've got money for mitigation. There have been studies that have demonstrated that when you build back better with certain types of material, you can prevent nature's fury. But when you rebuild, it doesn't cost as much. And it withstands nature's fury because of the type of material that you're using. On a case-by-case basis, there's money available for relocation. On a case-by-case basis, there's money available for refinance. So commercial properties, landlords, let me use landlords as an example. Renters can borrow up to $100,000 for their personal property. Landlords can borrow up to $2 million to fix their
Oh,
damages.
okay.
And here's the economic injury piece. If the tenant is unable to make those payments for the time that it's taking the property owner to fix it, you got economic injury. So guess what the landlord can do? Request it from the SBA. They
Okay.
repay that over 4%. One key part, unlike other mortgages and or business loans, there is no pre-approval amount. The amount of your damages is the amount of your loan.
Okay.
And then it just comes down to how much does Sarah make? What are her bills? Can she repay the amount of the damages over a 30-year term at a fixed 2.6 for homeowners and renters, at 4% for business owners, and 3.25 for places of worship or economic development agencies or chambers. And if you're able to pay it back, for the most part, the money's yours.
Wow. So if someone's unsure of like, well, I don't know if I qualify, I'm not sure, what would be your recommendation?
The hand wringing is across the board one of the most sought out habits. I literally see it all the time.
Yeah.
Don't wring your hands. Just come into the center.
Okay.
See our people. Don't come with anything. Come as is. We will tell you, depending on your personal circumstances, what is it that we need. Across the board, generally speaking, we're looking for pay stubs, tax returns, personal financial statements. Don't worry about any of that stuff. We will help you fill it out. It's an online process. 93% of all our loans are very much online. We're here to help. We want to make sure the community returns back to its normalcy, which is a good way to perhaps package all of this interactions in one sweeping remark, which is the SBA's charter is to take care of the tax base as if the disaster didn't happen.
Okay.
So if you're, hypothetically, if your sales tax and your tax base was $100 prior to the disaster and you're now at $95, our job is to get you back as if the disaster didn't occur.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. Once again, that Disaster Recovery Center is located at 450 West Walker. It is open Monday through Saturday, 8 to 6.
Correct.
Don't be afraid to stop by. Don't be afraid to ask some questions.
Lending.sba.gov is my portal. 1-800-659-2955. Please make sure that you visit us by the 10th of September. That is your deadline.
Oh, good. That's an important date to know, 10th of September.
Correct.
Okay.
And we are driven by what date the state of Texas and FEMA drives it by. But come see us. Appreciate the opportunity. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining
Appreciate
us.
you.
I appreciate it. Thank you, League City.